Ahoy! I survived another week. Living with someone is hard, but hey, at least now I know it for sure, that I'm bound to live alone with cats. Technically, not alone then. Started the day again around noon. Still worked on my video, and then around 4 p.m. started preparing myself to go out with our programmer to the Athalassa National Forest Park. We wanted to visit the lake, but accidentally went along and kind of wrong way. Yet it still was a delightful walk. Then at some point, we needed to go through a hilly path, and that was a nerve-wracking experience, because of my knee. Thankfully, with the support of my friends, nothing happened and we continued walking. Geese. After some long wanderings, we finally caught a nice view of the lake. Again, geese, but those were more menacing, so to not get in some geese business we tried to hold distance with them. Then we sat at some bench and our long conversations continued. After an hour we got cold and started moving back to the car. It was dark, so I had to use a flashlight. Now the scene reminded me of some TikTok lives, how people go somewhere in the forest with a flashlight. Not scary, not at all. In the bushes around us, something always rustled. I was scared but tried to laugh it off. Until I was crying and couldn't breathe normally. So, yeah. That was fun. We went to McDonald's to eat. Hot cocoa calmed me down. Went back home. Slept for 5 hours, so today we just tried to survive. Finished with weight painting wings and tail and tried hair particles, to do fur. Never tried that, so there were a lot of questions and problems. Low energy, head hurts. When returned to our apartments I decided to clean the floor. Can you tell that never in my life I mopped the floor? At the same time, we were waiting for our purchased products to arrive. Hopefully, we will not be visiting the convenience shop this week anymore. How many hours do I need to sleep to have some energy? Yet I don't want those weeks to become sleep work sleep, so today after work we will be going to the old town. For now, I'll leave hair particles alone because it's too early to deal with them. Today we will be working with cameras again. Old Town feels cozy. The comic shop we decided to visit was located in an area that reminded us of Aperadithis, in Tartu _. If there also were so many cats I would live there. Next shop, also related to games and films. There was a lot of stuff. In both of the places were friendly shop assistants. Walked a little more, and then my camera died. It drains the battery so fast. Today, luckily, I woke up at 6 a.m. without alarm. It was dark, so a little bit scary, but the morning gym session was a must for me. Holding a camera in my hands also suits me, because, obviously not all people are camera fans. So that way I have less possibility of being approached. Less, but not completely. Sleepy, but have energy, yay. I quickly did my routine and went back home, from there to the office. I was again, working with camera animation. It's fun. Cameras that move on curves reminded me of the roller coaster's axe. Then our programmer took us to the mall. There are two big malls in Lefkosia and this one was smaller. We haven't been to the largest, but it seems our malls in Estonia are much bigger. Yet we still found it interesting to browse the shops and buy clothes. Convenience store here was so game-like. Like it was so clean and bright and every shelf was full and clean and tidy. Felt weird. Then we went to the bar. I liked the aesthetic there, but the music was too loud, you needed to concentrate a lot, to understand what your friends were saying. The food was good and tasty, although I guess I don't know my limits anymore, so I had to take some food with me. Not complaining. I'm happy to bring something home. Never in my life had I had that bad morning. Let's just say, my stubbornness went over the edge. So to the work I arrived later, but it's good that I arrived at all. Back to the bird, today feathers are our challenge. Again, a lot of research on how I could do that, and how other people did it. I found 2 efficient ways and going to try them both out and see what works best for me. Here I cleaned the background for the wing feathers. Tedious, but worth it work. Love the result, can't wait to see the final product. Given my stressful morning, I am resting today. Today the gym was closed because of OHI day. So instead I went for a walk in the park. It was pretty and of course, cats. I also accidentally came across the wargaming office. In the evening we went closer to the Green Line in the old town. We weren't exactly close to it, because hell nah, I'm going there close when it's getting darker outside. Yet it was still pretty deserted and narrow streets. I must say many of my works are heavily inspired by such places, so I was excited to see my photo references become real.
Jesus.
We visited Leventis Art Gallery today. There were a lot of beautiful paintings, which was interesting to study, watch those brushstrokes, and get inspiration. The ceramic works were lovely. Then I found 3 magnificent works. I'm Impressionism and Post-Impressionism styles big fan. I was so happy and excited to see Claude Monet's painting. I can watch, study, talk, and just be mesmerized by those works for hours. The way you can see the brushstrokes and how they forming a gorgeous painting. I'm not gonna start talking about the colors, at least not this time. When I'm gonna live alone, I will have one of those or similar big painting on my wall just to be entranced by it. After the museum, I got overwhelmed by life and had to go rest. This week was stressful. Too stressful. The absence of warm water upsets a lot. Then just communicating with the host, how long it takes him to reply. I waited 5 days to get a response about the second set of keys. Also, for the future people who plan to go abroad, when searching for an apartment, pay a lot of attention to how refund and cancellation works. Well, we have no choice but to continue to live here. Yet another experience to study from. I learned a lot about myself, and I now understand many more things, which is cool. It's like puzzle pieces coming together. What if life is just a big puzzle and by living you reveal more and more of this puzzle? Maybe it's endless.